Hi everybody, welcome back to Mediocre Whiskey Review. I'm Jill, your host. We're doing a Heaven Hill battle today. Stick around. All right, folks. I got in a mood and I decided that I own some Heaven Hill products and I want to put them against each other. I want to see which ones I like better. So we're going to do this in two parts. I don't know why I did that. We're going to do this in two parts. The first one is going to be a bottled in bond blind. Going to do that, and then we're going to do a barrel proof blind. Now, I have the Henry McKenna 10-year, which is bottled in bond, 100 proof. Obviously, he's aged 10 years. And the other one is the Heaven Hill bottled in bond, and this one is 7-year, 100 proof for both of them, correct? So, we're gonna start there before we do the barrel proofs because I ain't had a lick of nothing to drink today. So we gotta get our palate ready for the barrel proofs. At least that's how I see it in my mind. So, I poured both of these, I mixed them up. They've been in my glass like 15-20 minutes. The good thing about getting older is when you pour something, it's pretty easy to forget what you poured. I poured a drink last night and I was sitting down watching a movie and forgot what the hell I was drinking. So anyway, that's where I'm at in life. Okay, where are you at? Anyway, a while back ago, I went to Larceny Pub. They had a Heaven Hill representative there passing out some samples and doing some things, and I got this cool book. I don't know if you saw that, but I got this cool book. And it's got lots of information about all of their products. They talk about each one in quite a bit of detail, which is super cool. Now, I've had quite a bit out of both of these, and I understand that Henry McKenna is a single barrel, so I know that those differ from barrel to barrel. I have enjoyed this one very much, and I've been babying it because I don't see them too often around where I'm at, but I have been seeing them more and more, so I'm feeling a little better about, just drinking it and grabbing another one. So this nose is, the best way I can describe it is this one smells sweeter than this one. It looks pretty thick. They both do, actually. And I realize there could be quite a bit of difference between the 7-year and the 10-year. Also, depends where it was in the warehouse and, all of the things that make whiskey. This one's got a funky grain, a grainy funk. I don't know how to say that. On the nose, this one smells sweeter. So we're going in for a taste. That one's a little bit, there's some spice in that, and I don't know. It could be rice spice. Not entirely sure, but I got some vanilla in there. It's pretty strong vanilla. Now that sip tasted like oak that was storing almonds. I got like the oak flavor and then almond, like just a straight up almond. So we're gonna cleanse, we're gonna do the other way. We're not gonna do 3 sips this time because, well, I got 2 more to do. Here we go. We're sticking with the almond. We're definitely sticking with the almond in that one. So I pulled some of the caramel that time, but there's still a little bit more spice in this one than there was in the other one. So my favorite out of these two, we're going glass A over here. I really love the almond flavor that I got out of that. So that's why I chose that one. So now we're just gonna see which one I liked better, okay? And I haven't opened either of these for quite some time, so you know, do I remember what they tasted like? Absolutely not. So the winner is Heaven Hill. So we got the Heaven Hill bottled and bond. Came out on top of the bottled and bonds today, and that's awesome. Again, the Henry McKenna is super good compared to this one. It's a little more spicy than the Heaven Hill, and that's, you know, I'm not in the mood for that today apparently because I chose the other one. So the next two we're doing is Larceny Barrel Proof C922 and Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, also C922. I figured that would be fair. So, same thing, I've had these in the glass same amount of time as those. I have also had both of these for a while. So, we're gonna call this glass A, this glass B. What I did find in this beautiful little Heaven Hill book that I have here, the Elijah Craig and the Larceny have two different mash bills. So the Elijah Craig is traditional bourbon mash bill, which is 78 corn, 10 rye, 12 barley. Larceny is the wheated bourbon mash bill, which is 68 corn, 20 wheat, 12 barley. I assume that holds true for the barrel proofs as well. I don't know, but that's my guess, and that's what I'm going with. All right. So I should have done a little more research, but I didn't. I don't know how long the Larceny's aged for. Pause for a moment. Let me look. My apologies. The Larceny is aged for 6 to 8 years, is what it says for the barrel proof, and the Elijah Craig, of course, was 12, because this was before they like changed all that, right? So 6 to 8 and 12. So that's a huge difference. In how many years this was in the barrel. I will say they're kind of similar on the nose. I gotta do one more sniff because that was almost the same. And I promise I poured two different whiskeys in here. I felt like some dried fruits in there, like red fruits. This one's got a little more, a little sweeter nose, I think. All right. Let's give them a taste. That sip tasted, the word that pops into my mind is toasted. It like could be toasted almond. It could be like, it's not like toasted Elijah Craig. It's not what I poured. That's the word that sticks out in my head, is toasted. So we're gonna go with that, and we're gonna try sip 2, or the next glass. That one came in really strong with caramel, molasses, and then the finish on that was very spicy. I'll say black pepper spice, not like, wasn't a rice spice, but it was like that sweet and hot kind of, you know. Let's cleanse. We'll go sip 2. All right, let's go sip 2. That still comes in so strong with the molasses, vanilla, brown sugar. That's and the spice, that back end wasn't quite as spicy that time, the second time around. All right, this glass again. Someone is definitely toasting some almonds around here. That one was a bit spicier. And I will say a rice spice on that, and I could be wrong, but there was such a strong, like, toasted taste is what that's the only way I can say it. Man, look at me clapping for myself. Anyway, those were both so good. But given those 2 sips, that's what I did on the last 2. So I'm going to stick with 2. On this one, I'm going to pick this one right here as my favorite. So let's see what it is. And I individually love every one of these whiskeys, and it's sure to replace the Heaven Hill and the Henry McKenna. I know chances of finding C922 anything anymore is non-existent, at least at a decent price. Let's see which barrel proof I picked. Let's see which one I liked better. It was the Elijah Craig. Okay. All right, Elijah Craig, I see you over there. I was gonna make a guess, and I'm really glad I didn't, because I would have picked this as the Larceny. I'm glad I didn't choose. So anyway, that's where we're at today. That was the mood that I got into, and that's just what I did. I have been so busy at work lately. I have not had a chance to go out, you know, to purchase any new bourbons, and I'm so upset about it. But it's okay. My checking account appreciates that. Tell me which one, out of the bottled and bonds and out of the barrel proofs, which one you prefer. Which one is your favorite? Why? And you know, why? What do you get out of it that you like very much? Otherwise, go be nice to somebody. Do something nice for someone. I hope you have the most fabulous Friday and weekend, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. Cheers.